back to my channel. This is your fangirl Chingu, Ika. It's been a while, my K-drama friends. I haven't done a review for different dramas recently. I've been busy. I've been watching K-dramas that are 2019, 2018, 17 because I haven't really watched a lot of K-dramas, so I need to backtrack. But this year they released a lot of good dramas, good lineups and good tandems, and so that's why I tried watching the ones that are recent first, and it's nice, it's great that I got the time to watch. So I'm gonna give a few of the dramas I've watched. I want to talk about a lot of K-dramas right now, but let me just choose a few of my favorites and not so favorites, or I don't know. I'm gonna explain it out later. So yeah, let's go start. The first K-drama I want to talk about is At a Distance, Spring is Green. Honestly, I didn't know that this is gonna be like crazy good. The reason I watched this was because of Kang Mina. She played the role of the best friend of Jukyung in True Beauty. So this was her first lead role after the True Beauty drama. And I said I wanted to try watching her. I didn't know the other casts, but what I read was that they were rising stars. This is a youth drama, so it really revolves around how we, am I still youth? This is a setup during college. It's in a school setup, something that the youth could relate to. The struggles, the problems, the pressure that we all feel, it's all in there. The opening scene there was very powerful. It seems like everybody's going through great times of their lives. It's so great that the writer or the director got the chance to make that irony that it's not real. At a distance, spring is green. Your youth is green at a distance. It looks great from afar, but when you deal with the lives of each individual, it's not great. It's full of problems, pressure, all that trying to fit in. So I'm gonna read you the line that Yeojun said, which is the lead role played by Park Ji-hoon. Wow, it's really striking. You might not be ready, so let's get it. The world tells me I'm physically an adult, but that's not how I see myself. True. They say that this is your youth, but we can't quite call it that. Spring is only green at a distance. Honestly, at first, you think this will be something like very light, but it's actually the opposite at first. You start out with getting to know each individual and their negativities, the toxic character in them, and then that will transition into character development. And you would see how they would grow together, surrounding yourself with the correct people. At some parts where you really need to go into detail with the pain, the problems, in each struggle of the characters, we get to relate to them, and I think that's why I kept on watching. You know, what's gonna happen here? Or I went through this thing, what is he gonna do? Or if ever you're going through that same thing, what am I gonna do? What is this character gonna do? You have a lot of realizations by just watching this K-drama, and you'd feel a roller coaster of emotions. Of course, bottom line, yes, I recommend you to watch this, stream it. I really like Bae-nyuk's character also here, how he transformed into someone who's open. I'm not the type of person who's as open as other people. I started out as an introvert, and it's quite relatable that there are times I don't wanna be close with people because, you know, you don't really know if someone will be a true friend. You would see the shift of his character. You'd understand that we all can't live alone. We need friends, we need people. But what's really striking the most is Jun's character. His character is very deep. Now I understand that sometimes we don't let go of the pain that we have in the past or hurtful situations. We just cling on to them. It's because those things, or the reason behind those, made us strong, made us who we are. It's pretty much a part of us already. And it's crazy how sometimes it's hard for us to detach from those hurtful things. But once you let go, you'd feel peace, you'd feel new. Maybe at first you'd feel lonely because it's like a new you don't know, you're into a new world without your old self. It's really striking, and you'd understand once you watch this. So I hope you guys watch it and tell me after go back to this video, like, what are your thoughts about it? All of the characters here are really great. It's very colorful, so go watch, yes. Next one is My Roommate is a Gumiho. This one has a lot of hype in terms of international fans because, of course, two of the leads, our main roles are Hallyu stars. I watched this because of the hype. A lot of people shared it online, a lot of people are talking about it. So the first two eps are quite interesting, honestly. It's the first time I watch something that's a Gumiho related. I haven't watched anything, so I haven't watched My Girlfriend is a Gumiho, which is a classic, but I will watch it soon. But I don't know, it just didn't give me the same energy. It did not sustain the energy from the beginning to the middle part. You know, as I watch episodes 3 to 8, it seems like I'm being dragged away. It's pretty much predictable up to that episode. Watching it halfway through with a slow pace, it's quite a turn off. And so when I was watching around episode 5 and 6, I was watching only because of Tiger. Since I loved Baenyuk's character in At a Distance Spring is Green, I said, oh, maybe his character here is something different also and something that I look forward to. The lead role is something interesting at first. Of course, he's the Gumiho. But as I watch, it seems like it's pretty bland for me. There's not much going on yet. Tiger was much more interesting for me. You know, trying to put my bias aside, he has more character. But the thing is, when you reach episode 9 and 10, both of them, you have more into their characters. The second lead also just gets into the scene, mostly at episode 9 and 10. And at the same time, our lead, our Gumiho, he gets to be more interesting. The problem is that I've only watched it because I needed to do a vlog about it. But if not, I think I wouldn't have completed it. It's important that you sustain the energy on every episode, because if you don't in the middle part, then you can lose your audience. You can lose your viewers. Slow at start, but once you get to the latter part, episode 9 forward, it's good, it's nice. There's more thrill. Aside from our main roles, our second lead couple, it's also a talk of town. The same goes, their story doesn't really unfold up until the latter part, episode 10, 11, something like that. Just be patient with the storyline. Our third K-drama is Monthly Magazine Home. I've watched this because of two reasons. First one, this was another role for Jung Gun-ju, and I loved him in Extraordinary You. Second, the director was the same director from Welcome to Waikiki. I said this must be a funny one, and because of that, Lee Kyung had a cameo at the latter part of the drama. Setting that aside and setting my bias aside, let's talk about the drama itself. The past two dramas I've talked about more of the lovey-dovey youth side of love story, or at least the youth problems, but this one is more on being a middle-aged adult where you need to think about your finances and starting a family and having a home for your family, having a home for yourself, a house. And with the title Monthly Magazine Home, they're all working in a company that sells a magazine that is related to housing or home. So they feature rooms, houses, people that have, you know, big or own their own house, and at the same time have tips on how to save or how to save for your house or how to choose a great location. Despite the characters working for a monthly magazine home, all of the characters are struggling to buy their own and they're just all renting. Except for the main lead, he's the CEO and he owns it, he's rich. But the thing is, they dive deeper on their personal stories and why it's been a struggle for them to get their houses. And there's warmth in the story because it talks about home, not just the house, the structure, but the feeling of being home, the feeling of warmth when you are with the right people. As I said earlier, I watched this and I was prepared to have the second lead syndrome, but honestly his character was not much here. He didn't really have a chance, honestly, and I really like the main leads here to end up together. I just wish that his character was developed a little bit more and placed into the scene, not for a chance, but at least a chance for his character to show a little bit more of his own personality. Overall, for the leads, they really have a good and cute storyline. Let me tell you, episode 1 to 15, so great, but episode 16 was something I just want to throw away. It was crazy. I don't know what happened. It's been a good drama. It just didn't end right. Everything was okay, and then boom, everything just flipped. Like, what happened? It became fast-paced. I can't even explain myself because I'm frustrated with the ending. It could have been a little bit more warm. Yes, you should still stream it. It's a good drama overall. Just a bad ending. But you will love it if you like something that's very light, funny. It's a drama that you should watch. For the last two dramas, I haven't finished this. It's So Not Worth It and The Devil's Judge. So let me start with So Not Worth It. I've watched this because of course, GOT7. GOT7's Youngjae. This was his first Netflix or first drama where he starred. So I wanted to watch and try to see his acting because we've known Youngjae, of course, from singing. He is crazy good in singing, but to be in acting is something that's different. So let's go support him, right? When I watched it, it was really interesting. I think K-drama fans would understand how, as an international student, to go to Korea to study, that's the setup. You know, different races are actually there. It's quite weird to see different races speak in Korean. Honestly, it's so weird. It's goals. Hopefully I can speak like them, right? Non-Asian looks speaking in Korean. It's just really weird and funny. I can't take it seriously. I was like, really, for real? But I swear, I really hope I could speak like that fluently. I'm studying Korean, honestly, guys. But I don't know where I'm going. Anyway, the story is interesting. It's light. It's about friendship also. It is quite interesting, but the thing that I don't like about it is editing style. It's much more of the Americanized, westernized sitcoms. So even the coloring, Korean dramas have a filtered look, a little bit on the desaturated, faded type, vintage look. Most of the time, you would understand. But this one is a little bit more high in contrast, saturation, vibrance. Colors are more on the realistic side than the filtered look. And at the same time, the sound effects that they use are more of the westernized, where people are laughing at the background when there's something funny. Personally, I'm not into it. I'd rather have the K-drama feel. But in terms of storyline, it's interesting, guys. The last one I'm gonna talk about is The Devil's Judge. I've watched this because of two reasons, mainly because of Ji-sung and Jin-young. You know, Ji-sung is one of my favorite actors. Crazy, defendant, kill me, heal me, familiar wife. Jin-young, of course, another GOT7 member, and I've loved his roles. I mean, I've always wanted to see him in a rom-com, but he gets roles that are so deep. Just watching these two together, it's a big thing for me. They are two both good actors, and Ji-sung doesn't disappoint. But the thing is, I know that Ji-sung is really deep, script-wise, but I didn't expect it to be that difficult to understand. Is it just me? But there are times that we want to watch something that's very light. I watch K-drama because I want to relax. I don't think my mind was able to relax when I watched it. I only watched the first 2-3 episodes, and it's so difficult to understand, especially you just read subtitles and then you're not into law and there are some terms you have to understand. At the same time, the names are in Korean and it's so hard to distinguish who is who, man. There are so many names they're saying, and who is this? First, there are a lot of things to comprehend. And so I would say if you're looking for the type where you just want to relax, you don't want to watch this, skip it. But if you're like Penthouse, something like that, and that level also, you watch this. It's crazy to watch it. I would finish it, definitely. But I wouldn't watch it if I want to relax, because I have to think, I have to read, I have to analyze things. And then I don't even know if Ji-sung is somebody who's good or somebody who's bad. It's just, I don't know who's good and bad. I don't know, okay guys? there's just so much to think about for each character. It's a good thing, you know. You don't know what's gonna happen next. But it's not the type of drama I'd watch at night to just chill, or even over the weekend, or maybe after work when I'm so tired. It's when I am mentally stable and emotionally stable that I will be able to watch it and comprehend what's happening. And that's it for now, guys. 5 K-dramas first, and I haven't even finished 2 of them, and I'm watching other dramas still and past dramas from the past years. So I'm leaving you with just this ones first. Whatever your thoughts are with these K-dramas, please comment them down below. And if you want me to watch something, even though I have so much on my list, please comment them down below and I'm gonna check it out. Now, if you want to see more K-drama related, K-pop related dance covers, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. This has been your fangirl Chingus Ika. See you guys in my next vlog. 안녕!